First thing that you can declutter this fall is the things that you dreaded to wear this past summer. Whether it is bathing suits that you just did not like, or you didn't like the color, you didn't like the fit, sandals that were uncomfortable, shorts, tank tops, short sleeve shirts, any type of summer clothing that you refused to wear this past summer, it is time to donate it. Or anything that's also ripped. If anything has a hole that you cannot fix, or items that have shrunken and you know that no one's gonna wear it because it is super, super tiny, it is time to get rid of it. This goes for every season, not just fall, but I think everyone should do this every season, especially if you have a larger family, and that is expired products, whether it's makeup, sunscreen, other skincare products, hair care products. Hair care products do expire, especially when it comes to gels, hairsprays. Some hair oils also expire, so it's best to, smell them. If you're not sure of when you bought them, if they smell a little weird, then get rid of them. Check the dates on some of these products. Medicine as well. You want to make sure that you're not having any expired medicine moving towards the winter months, especially when it's cold season or flu season. You want to make sure that you have medicine that is not expired. Also, makeup items. Make sure you're checking your mascara, your foundation, lipstick, concealer. All of that stuff expires fairly fast, so make sure that you're either writing down in like a little notebook or you're putting a label with a label maker on when this item expires. I do that a lot when it comes to our vitamins. I make sure to put like a label on them and it shows like when they are about to expire. Some items you can keep for 2 years, so just try to have like either a notebook to write down when you bought that item, or have a label maker and just, instead of making everything aesthetically pleasing, use your label maker to its advantage and label when things are going to expire. That way you're not wondering, like put labels on your makeup items too. That way you're not wondering, when did I purchase this? I think it's still good. And then you wear it and then you get like a rash. So I feel like that is one of the most helpful things that I have learned throughout the years, is labeling expiration dates on certain products. So since it's fall time, clear out your phone, your computer, your tablet, whatever electronic device you have and you're always on. It's time to clear it out. And I highly suggest a external hard drive. There are some that are cheap, there are some that are expensive. It depends on how much terabytes or gigabytes you would like that device to have. I know I'm talking like tech talk, but gigabytes and terabytes is space for those of you that do not know. I go for 2 terabytes because it is a lot of space, and it just works out great for family photos, photos of Milo. I have everything organized in that external hard drive through like folders, and I usually just airdrop. Every time I take a photo at the end of the week, I will just airdrop it to my hard drive so it's not hoarded in my phone. Once when I do this whole clearing out method, my phone runs faster. It's not as laggy because I do not use the memory on my phone as much as other people would, or how much I used to use it. I remember having 100 to 200 photos in my phone. I remember saving all my text messages, saving songs. I have Spotify, so I don't really need to download songs. I have an external hard drive, so I don't need to save photos or anything like that anymore on my phone. I can just put it towards the external hard drive. It helps out so much, and it makes clearing out your phone that easier because you're not technically throwing things out. You're just putting them in a safer spot that's not going to create waste in your phone. The one thing to not declutter, but technically declutter and stop doing is negative self-talk. So I am my worst enemy. It doesn't matter how many rude comments, rude messages, it doesn't matter what people say about me, I will always be worse to myself. I've just always been that type of person to sabotage myself and have that negative self-talk, and I'm trying my best to get out of it and, declutter those negative self-talk moments and bring in more positivity. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped listening to negative music. I stopped watching scary movies or any type of negative shows. I watch more happy and comedy and romance shows now. Yeah, so I have noticed such a huge difference with how I treat myself and even with how I look. Like, I would never come on camera with my natural wavy curly hair. I used to never come on camera with my arms like this. Like, I used to be so afraid because of my negative self-talk, and I used to just tell myself in the mirror, like, no, you cannot go with your hair like this. No one likes natural hair like this. You have to have it perfect. And no one likes a bare face. You have to put makeup on. And no one likes jiggle arms. You have to cover up those arms. That was, ruining my life basically. And I was ruining my life. So I have been learning how to treat myself better, how to treat myself on how I treat others. I treat others with so much respect. I always compliment people. I'm never like mean to anybody. And even when it comes to my cat, I'm always like, you are so handsome, you're beautiful, you're healthy. And in my head, I'm like, why don't I tell myself this? Why am I so mean to myself? So it was kind of a wake-up call, and I started to switch things around. I'm still switching things around in my head. Again, it's not just a quick fix. It's gonna take some time because it's years and years of me doubting myself. I just wanted to bring this up that if you are that type of person to talk negative about yourself or have negative thoughts and sabotage your entire day or your life, it is time to let it go. It's time to embrace a more happier life. And the last thing to declutter this fall, and I feel like this is very, very important because this is what can cause a ton of unnecessary clutter, and that is old paperwork or mail. My biggest tip to go through paperwork is to sit on the floor and lay it all out. I know it's going to take time. I know it's gonna seem like I can never get through this. But when you lay everything out on the floor, put the things behind you that are important and have a trash bag or trash can beside you for the things that gotta go. And this is something that I have learned throughout the years. I used to keep a lot of paperwork and a lot of binders for no reason. We live in a very digital world now. There is no reason for you to have all of your car documents on paper unless you need them for court. But back in the day, I used to print out all of my car insurance things, just everything to do with my car insurance. And there's an app for that. Like, I have an app that shows my card insurance little cards. It shows everything on the app, and not even just the app. Say the app isn't working. If I call the insurance company for my car, they will just tell me everything that I have because it's already in the system. So I stopped saving like car paperwork. The only paperwork that I save for my car is the title of my vehicle. So in case I want to sell it one day, I have the title. So technically it's like the birth certificate of your car. So that's the only thing I keep. And I know what I keep and what I don't keep, totally different than what you guys keep or don't keep. So the best thing to do is just go through every piece of paper you have and create a system, especially when it comes to the mail. This building taught me a valuable lesson when it comes to bringing mail into your house. Before the mail steps into our apartment, there's a recycle bin in the lobby for mail, for junk mail, and we get a ton, and I mean a ton of junk mail. I don't know about you guys, but I wish the whole junk mail situation would end. We get a lot of coupons, things that we like coupons for McDonald's and Burger King. Like, we don't go to those places. We don't consume that food. So I either put it in the recycle bin or I just leave it in the magazine area in the lobby so someone else can use the coupons. But there's no need to have that or bring that stuff into our apartment. It's just gonna sit on top of the microwave or on top of the fridge, and it's just gonna collect dust and get larger and larger and larger. So the only things that I bring regarding mail into our apartment is important things like a bill, I don't know, court papers, whatever it is that's important, that needs to be open and thoroughly read. That's what I bring into the house. But all of that other junk mail, it goes straight in the recycle bin. I do want to put a little reminder that I will have a dedicated video regarding like how I organize the paperwork that I do keep. along with like how I organize my taxes. So I'm hoping to do that video around January or February, so stay tuned for that. I'm trying my best to like simplify everything before that video to make it less complicated for myself and for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below, what are you decluttering or going through this fall season?